Hey beauties, in today's video we're just going to do a quick get ready with me. There's a bunch of new products that I've been trying and that I've been loving, so I definitely want to show you guys what I've been doing to get ready every morning and things like that. So if you guys want to see what kind of look we're going to do today, just stick around. Alright, so I already applied my serum and my eye cream and my moisturizer, and what I've been using lately is all the Drunk Elephant products. I really love the whipped cream. The LaLa Retro Whipped Cream, amazing. And I've also been using their serums. I use the glycolic one at night, and then I use the ultra intense hydration one during the day. And just because I have a little bit of irritation on my skin, it's been about a week that I've been having like a lot of redness. I'm going to go in with the First Aid Beauty color correcting cushion, and it just looks like this. It's really awesome because it corrects all colors, like discoloration. So you can correct redness with this, you can correct any kind of, dullness. It's really going to brighten the skin too with the purple tones. It's really great for kind of any discoloration that you might have. So yeah, let's just start with that. It comes with a little First Aid Beauty pad that I just like to dip into it. And you can see how much it actually brightens the skin. So you know what, I'm going to follow that all the way up to my cheekbone as well, because why not add a little bit of light there. So as you can see, it definitely brightens your skin a lot, so that's why I do suggest it for more like medium to lighter skin tones. Now that we're done with that, I'm just going to press a little bit of primer into my skin as well. I'm using the Too Faced Hangover RX. I love this because I'm very dry skinned, so I definitely need something with a lot more hydration in it, so that's why I always like to use this guy, and I really don't use much of it either. I just like to warm it up in my hands and really just press it into my skin. And it smells so good too. Oh, love it. I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation. So like I said, I've been mixing two lately. So I'm going to go in with Snow from Too Faced. And I'm just going to apply a couple dots here and there. And here is the Luminous Silk that I am using from Giorgio Armani. Boom. So hot. I know. This is the Morphe No Number on it. It's part of their white collection. So I'm just going to go ahead and press that in just to kind of mix all the colors. All the colors, I mean two. And then once everything's kind of blended in, that's when I go in the circular motions just to make sure that it's nice and buffed into the skin. If you're like me and a foundation like separates on your nose all the time, basically what's been saving my life right now is that glycolic serum from Drunk Elephant. I basically just found out that the glycolic peel is like, or any kind of like glycolic acid is really great for that, so I've been using that and I find it does make a difference. As well as the First Aid Beauty, the Radiance pads. Those have also made a huge difference. I can use those every day since they're like really gentle too. I'm going to try out something new today actually. I just got it. It's the Nars Soft Matte Creamy Concealers, and I'm using the shade Vanilla. I usually go for Chantilly, but I feel like lately it has been quite like really bright on me. So yeah, I'm gonna go into Vanilla. I feel like it's gonna color correct at the same time too, which would be really great. My E220 from Casa Beauty, and then really press it under the eye area, just like this. Oh yes, this color is perfect. Oh, I should have tried you sooner. So this soft matte concealer I thought would be a lot more matte, and it's actually quite nice. Like it's not like 100% like a very matte finish. And you know what? We're gonna put some of this on the top of my lid too, just because since I used so much of it. And to me, like because I have like a little bit of those like blue and purple tones, like my under eye like dark circles, I really like to bring it into the inner corner and the outer corner as well when it comes to concealers and like color correctors, because I find that I have a lot of darkness there, so it'll definitely help if you find you have the same thing when you bring your concealer into those areas. And I also find that like tapping your concealer is just gonna like really make sure that it stays in place either with your finger or a brush. You really want to just like press it into the skin and then you want to set it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make sure that everything's nicely blended. Wow, I actually think this blends so much better than the Radiant Creamy Concealer. I really like it. I'm happy. So now I'm just going to set this with my Laura Mercier setting powder. What I'm going to do is just take a nice big fluffy brush, like an eyeshadow brush, and so I put a little bit into the cap, and I just basically grab a bit of that product I don't like to take too much, so then I also like tap it into the empty area of my cap just to make sure that it's nicely like spread out onto my brush. And the way that I like to set my concealer, I just put a little bit of it on a brush and I just lightly turn the brush. So it's going to pick up what it needs and no more than that, so you're not going to have a bunch of excess like powder hanging out on your under eye. That's what I do, and I find it works out really well. And then even afterwards, when I have nothing left on my brush, I like to just sweep away any kind of fallout that I might have had. So same thing, just turning it. And I'm just kind of dusting it off and dusting anything that might be hanging out there away. And if you find that like things are creasing, before you actually go and set it, make sure that you're like blending away that line, because or else you're gonna like set where that line is and it's just gonna look nice and not nice at all. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the little bit more that I have and I'm gonna take it on, where are you? My flat little brush right here. So I just take a little bit of that and swirl it around in the cap. And I'm just gonna press this into the skin just to make sure that everything stays in place. Now if you have like expression lines, like I have them on my forehead, a lot of people have like the smile lines, just make sure that you're powdering in those areas because that's the area that you're gonna find that it's gonna crease. Okay, so next I'm just gonna bronze up my skin a little bit with the Park Avenue Princess from Tarte. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with that. So it's not like my contour that I bring a lot further down. I really just stick to the frame of my face, like the outside. I just want to warm up my skin tone a little bit without like adding too much dimension, because that's what I'm going to do with my contouring afterwards. So I'm just going to keep adding a little bit of that until I'm pretty much happy with it. I also just like to warm up right here. And another little trick, my hair will most likely be tied back tonight, so I'm just going to dust a little bit of this right onto the top of my ear. And then I just bring it into my hairline a bit here too, because I have stupid widow's peak. So I'm going to just leave it like that for now, but I will dust a little bit down the sides of my nose, just to give a little bit of that bronzed appearance as well. Now I'm just going to go in with contour, and I'm going to be using the Tarte Pro Glow for this. So I'm going to be using this contour shade right here, and I'm just going to be using that on a Morphe M437. So same thing, I always start back here, and in circular motions, always bringing it down. And I don't bring it too far down either, because for my face shape, I have quite a short face, so if I were to bring it all the way down here, I feel like it would just like make my face look shorter instead of lifting my cheekbones and everything like that. And then same thing, I bring it into my hairline too. And then I usually just like to put a little bit right under my chin and sweep side to side. Whatever excess I still have on the brush, that's what I'll do with my nose contour with. Taking my Sephora Pro in number 93, I'm going to go in with the Pro Glow as well, the Tarte palette that I just used. And I'm going to use the lightest shade Strobe. Oh, it's so magical. Look at that. Oh my god, it's so nice. Alright. I know I said I have a bit of texture on my nose today, but I have to highlight my nose a little bit. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that Strobe right onto my ring finger and just lightly apply it right to the top of the bridge. Right here, blend it in. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more and really press that onto the tip of my nose. And while I'm at it, just coat it kind of everywhere, all over my face. For brows today, I'm going to be going in with the NYX eyebrow gels. I've been using these quite a bit lately, and I really like them. I really do. So I mix a little bit of blonde with mostly brunette. And I really like to focus on the outline of my brow first, so like the top and then the bottom. And I just like to flick it up through the brow just to kind of give it that filled in look. That's not my normal brow shape. What happened? Okay, they're a lot thinner than they usually are, but we're just going to keep them like that because I don't feel like spending 10 hours on my brows today. We're going to go in with Caramelized from the Sweet Peach palette. So I'm going to take that on my nice big fluffy brush and sweeping back and forth. So it's blending what's on the lid for me, and it's not going higher than where the brush is placed. And then I can start tilting the brush just to start blending it a little bit more in those circular motions. You're going to keep adding until you can see a little bit more of that color. And I'm actually going to extend it just a little bit past my crease because I kind of want to do like a winged effect today. So I'm just going to blend this in the direction that I want it to kind of wing out towards. So just as long as like everything above the crease is nicely blended and I'm pushing that outwards, that's all that really matters because whatever's on the lid we're basically going to be going over anyway. And I'm just taking a little bit of that right on the tip of the brush too, and I'm just going to add a little bit more to that inner third area. Before we apply anything, I'm actually going to go in with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. And I'm actually just going to apply this to the very center of my lid. Just like that. And I'm going to blend that out with my finger. So now I'm going to go into just Peachy. Okay, the color I used before is Candied Peach, not Caramelized. So I'm taking it on a flat shader brush, and I'm really just going to press this into the lid. And then after I pressed it in, that's when I can sweep because I know most of the product is on my lid and it's not going to fall out or anything. So press and then you can sweep. And I just like to bring the excess into the crease just to blend the two colors together. I'm going to go back into my blending brush and Candied Peach. And I'm just going to blend those two together some more. So the liquid lipstick color that I am using is the Kat Von D L.U.V. So I'm just going to take that on the back of my hand and just dip in. So I just like to draw my little wing kind of going towards my brow tail, but a little bit more straight. And then I connect it from about halfway. So I'm going to take a little bit more. And I'm just going to do a little detailed wing liner like that. I'm going to go into the smaller artsy brush, and I'm going to take Sugarpill LUMI for my glitter. I'm going to go ahead and take my Mist and Fix from Makeup Forever, and I'm going to spray like the slightest little bit of amount into like a little cap. And I'm going to put a bit of my glitter in there just to make kind of like a paste. And I'm just going to go over that. So this is kind of cool because when you look at it in different light, either the purple liner will show or the LUMI will show. I find like it's really cool how it reflects both. I'm just going in with my Mikasa E310. So I'm just going to dip into that little cap, and I'm just going to place this right in the inner corner of my eyes. I'm going to go in with a purple mascara, though I don't find this one is really that purple. So I love going in with beige pencils into my waterline. I have a whole bunch of them. And I just find that they open up your eyes so much. And they're not as like drastic looking as like a white pencil. Because I find white sometimes looks like really like doll-like, like special effects or theater-like. I have LUMI in my freaking hair somehow. Whatever. Not cool. I'm going to do a quick lipstick application. I'm just going to use that purple that we did on the eyes. And I just like to put a little bit into the corners as well, just to make sure that the line is nice and connected. Alright, you beauties, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. I know I did. I really enjoyed the look that I created. I thought it was pretty cool and different. And I think you can even do this for like, either if you're going out or if you want to do like a really cool Easter look. I think that this can definitely fit into that because of the nice bright colors and pastels, purples, and pinks. And if you guys like or have any questions about any of the products that I used today, just write me a comment down below and I will answer you ASAP. Don't forget to give this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I am trying to post a little bit more and get a bit more comfortable doing like get ready with me's and talk throughs and things like that. So I hope I see you guys soon, and just stick around for more.
You're messing with my concentration, dog. Swear to God, if I mess up, it's all your fault. Okay, yeah, just hit my table.